I see you lying there. The room is quiet, but your mind isn't. Your body is tired, your eyes are heavy, and still something inside you won't settle. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's just there. A small stirring under the surface, a feeling that won't let you fully rest. You turn over, adjust the pillow, pull the blanket closer, but the unrest follows you. I know how long the nights can feel when sleep stays just out of reach, when the darkness seems to stretch wider than it should, when your thoughts begin circling without asking permission. There's an ache you can't quite explain, not sharp enough to name, not clear enough to understand, just a quiet discomfort, a sense that something is unfinished, unsettled. You might wonder why you can't simply relax, why your heart won't power down the way your body tries to. I'm not watching you from a distance. I'm here in the stillness with you, in the hum of the air, in the space between your breaths, in the long pause before sleep that hasn't come yet. You are not alone in this restless moment. I'm right here, sitting with you in it. You carry more than anyone sees. You've learned how to answer, "I'm fine," without even thinking about it. You move through your days, you show up, you respond, you handle what needs handling. And most people would never guess how much effort that takes. There's a quiet strain in always being the steady one, the reliable one, the one who doesn't fall apart. You hold your reactions in, you measure your words, you make sure everyone else feels okay. That kind of strength is heavy, not dramatic, not loud, just constant. And when the day finally ends, when there's no one left to perform for, no one left to reassure, that's when the weight settles. Your shoulders soften, but your mind does not. Because all the things you kept pressed down begin to rise. The conversations you replay, the expectations you're trying to meet, the quiet fear of disappointing someone. It's exhausting to keep yourself together all the time. Even now, part of you is bracing, as if something else might be asked of you at any moment. I see how much you manage, how much you absorb. You don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to justify why you're tired when, on paper, everything looks manageable. I am here with you under the weight you rarely name. It gets very quiet around you, but inside it doesn't. There's a low hum that never really stops. Thoughts drift in without knocking, fragments of memory, half-finished conversations, moments you wish had gone differently. You try to let them pass. Some do, some stay. A sentence someone said years ago can suddenly feel present again. A decision you made can return as if it's still waiting to be judged. Nothing catastrophic, just persistent. Your mind keeps reaching backward or leaning forward, rarely just resting where you are. Even when everything outside is still, there's movement inside you. Questions that don't have neat answers, paths you didn't take, outcomes you can't control. It's tiring to host so many unfinished things. You may wonder why your thoughts won't quiet down, why your heart keeps scanning for something it can't quite identify. I'm not overwhelmed by your noise. I'm not impatient with it. Every thought that circles through you passes in front of me too, and I stay. You don't have to sort them tonight. You don't have to untangle what feels knotted. The noise doesn't scare me. I am here in the middle of it, steady, unhurried, while your mind continues its restless turning. There's a longing in you, not for a specific place, not for a specific person, not even for a clear change, just something. A sense that where you are isn't the whole story. You move through your routines, you complete what's required, you fill the hours, and yet, beneath it all, there's a quiet pull. You might try to define it. Is it a different job, a different rhythm, a different version of yourself? But the feeling slips away whenever you try to pin it down. It's not dissatisfaction exactly. It's more like standing in a room where the air feels slightly too thin. You can breathe, but not deeply. There's a part of you that wonders if you're missing something, a part that looks at your own life from the outside and asks, is this it? That question can feel disloyal, ungrateful. So you tuck it away, but it doesn't disappear. It waits quietly. I see that unnamed ache. I see the way you hesitate to even admit it's there. You are not wrong for wanting more than you can describe. You are not broken because your heart reaches for something beyond what it can explain. I'm here in the reaching, not pulling you forward, not pushing you back, just here as your heart stretches toward what it cannot yet name. Sometimes you look at yourself and wonder why this keeps happening. Other people seem settled, certain, able to move through their lives without this undercurrent. And you question yourself, why can't I just be content? Why does it always feel slightly off? Why can't I just relax into what I have? It's easy to turn the restlessness inward, to treat it like a flaw, like evidence that something inside you is wired the wrong way. But I don't see a flaw. I see a living heart, a heart that feels deeply, a heart that notices when something is unfinished, a heart that refuses to go numb just to be comfortable. That doesn't make you difficult. It doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you human. There is nothing defective about the way you move through this world. Nothing shameful about the way your spirit shifts and stirs. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are not strange. I sit with you exactly as you are, not evaluating, not correcting, just present. You may still feel it, that subtle movement inside, that quiet stirring that doesn't fully rest. It hasn't disappeared. I haven't asked it to. This space you're in, this in-between feeling, this gentle unease, it's not something I rush past. I'm not waiting for you to resolve it. I'm not measuring how quickly you should figure it out. I am here in the middle of it, in the uncertainty, in the wondering, in the stretch of night that feels longer than it should. You don't have to calm yourself for me. You don't have to become clearer or lighter or more certain. If your thoughts are still moving, I am here. If your chest still feels tight, I am here. If nothing has changed at all except this moment of being seen, I am here. Not at the end of your restlessness, not beyond it. Right here, inside the same quiet room, sharing the same still air, remaining with you as the unsettled feeling gently continues.